Right. In a DC machine, let us discuss about the EMF equation. So EMF equation. So if you comes to EMF equation, the first point is your EMF equation is denoted by the letter EZ. So EZ is equals to 5Z NP by 60 into A. This is the EMF equation formula. So in this formula, the generated EMF is directly proportional to your flux produced by the machine, and generated EMF is directly proportional to the number of conductors in a machine. Generated EMF is directly proportional to the speed in a DC machine. Generated EMF is directly proportional to the poles in a machine. So if you increase the number of poles, then automatically flux increases, then the generated EMF is also increases. If you increase the speed, then automatically the generated EMF is also going to be increased. If you increase the number of conductors in the armature slots, then automatically the EMF generated by the DC generator is also going to be increased. If the number of parallel paths are being increased, then automatically the generated EMF is going to be decreased. This is the EMF equation we have to analyze in such a way. If flux increases in a DC machine, then automatically the generated EMF is also going to be increased. If number of conductors is going to be increased, then automatically the generated EMF is going to be increased. If the speed increases in a DC generator, then automatically your generated EMF is also going to be increased. In this, while we are designing the motor or a generator, some of the things are very constant. That is, whenever a machine, an AC machine will have two parts. One is stator and one more thing is rotor. So these two are the designed parts. So we are designing two parts for any machine. One is the stator and another one is the rotor. So the armature slots are being present in the DC machine on the rotor. So the armature slots present in the rotor in a DC machine. So the armature winding is being there in the rotor circuit. So in a rotor circuit, the armature winding is there. A stator circuit is also called as a magnetic circuit. Why? Because if we use magnets like permanent magnets, then this is called as a permanent magnetic DC generator. If we use the electromagnets, then it is called electromagnetic type of DC generator. So these are the poles are being formed on the stator and the winding on the rotor. The winding on the rotor is called as an armature. The poles on the stator is called as an poles. So these poles are having two parts. One is pole core and another one is pole shoe. So the construction point of view is, we can discuss later about the construction point of view. So whenever we are designing a motor, we will design the slots in a constant number. It is known values. So that known values are your number of conductors is the known value, and the flux produced by the poles, this is also the known value. And you are going to give some winding based on the number of conductors. The winding can indicate the parallel paths, that is either a lap winding or the wave winding, or the two types of windings are present in the DC machine is lap winding and wave winding. Depending upon the lap winding and the wave winding, the A value is going to be decided. So this is also, whenever before starting the motor itself, because the type of winding which is present in the DC machine. So from this equation, these are the quantities which are well known to us. So generated EMF equation can also be written as K into phi n. So k into phi n. So phi value depends upon the speed also. Phi value is going to be depend upon the speed also. In some cases of why I am saying that phi value depends upon the speed, in the sense, when you comes to permanent magnetic DC generator, then permanent magnetic DC generator, I can simply say that EZ is equals to Kn. Why? Because in a permanent magnet the flux is going to be the constant. When you comes to self-excited machines, so this is separately excited machines. So permanent magnetic motors has the characteristics of separately excited DC machines. So when you comes to actual situation are the where the mostly used are the self-excited DC generators. In a self-excited DC generators, the excitation is being obtained from the armature voltage itself. So in such a case, depends upon the speed, the flux is going to be varied for the self-excited DC generators. So in that point of view, in the point of self-excited DC generator, I am considering this equation easy as K phi n. Okay, this is very important. K phi n is very important. Okay, in a similar manner, the torque equation T is equals to K phi Ia. So Ia is the armature current in a motor. I am discussing this as in a motor case, and this is in the gen case, that is nothing but generation case. This is I am discussing in a generator. E is equals to K phi n. In a motor, T is equals to K phi Ia. So this is the output of the generator and this is the output of a motor. The both the things K phi is there. Here the speed. So one thing you have to remember that when a load on a motor is being increased, then the armature current dragon is also going to be increased. This is an important point. So these two are the basic formulas for entire DC machine. If you see any textbook, they won't give at initial condition, at the starting of the subject, they won't say these two formulas. They go with some of the KVL, KCL equations of series generator, shunt generator, but those are all secondary things. First primary things, I discussed still now what is generator. So on that case, the generator is equals to K phi n, and motor T is equals to output of the motor. These are the outputs, output of a generator, output of the motor. So output of a generator is equals to K phi n, output of the motor T is equals to K phi I. This is the very basic thing. So with the help of this formula, you can control either this is controlling for controlling of motor, and this is the formula for controlling of generators. You can do with the help of these two formulas. So these are the heart of the formulas for DC machine, which is you cannot see in any of the textbooks. Please follow my classes, subscribe my channel, and share to your friends. Increase more subscribers, get the heart touching formulas for the subject, and you will be never failed in analyzing the subject if you watch my videos. Thank you. I am signing out. Think differently the subject and remember in different way. Bye.